welcome back if you're joining me from another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! I have in front of me one of the Living Dead dolls. Now this is one of the Living Dead doll interpretations of the characters, you know, superhero characters, of which I've already reviewed Harley Quinn. I absolutely love Harley Quinn as a character, and they have a, you can check it out, the video. I'll put it somewhere linked, somewhere probably at the end. You know, when the little boxes come up. Check out this one too. That character in its vintage style, Harley Quinn, is one of my favorites, and when I saw that they've got a very vintage looking Catwoman, I had to have her as well. I love the Living Dead dolls. Let's bring her up and have a close-up look in box. So the box itself is very plain. You've got a tiny little snippet of the doll there. Batman Returns Catwoman, so that's where it's where the movie it's from. It looks like the old style movie that I remember, not any of these new ones. LDD Presents. And then at the back here, I love this cat face over her with her claws. Look at these claws. Oh my gosh, kitten's got claws. I can't wait to see them. So it's a very plain box, but sometimes, you know, keeping things simple makes it all the more awesome. Let's open her up. So the first thing I want to point out, and it was pretty obvious from the outside of the box to be quite honest, is that her face mask is not removable. That is actually painted onto her. However, her cloth down from there is this imitation leather. It has a tiny zipper at the back. You can take it off. I think I've shown on one of the Living Dead doll videos that you can take these things off. I'm not going to take it off on her because she does have a corset around the middle, and I don't want to mess up how tightly it's done there. Even if it is just an elastic pull, I really don't want to mess with that. Plus she has these painted on gaunts over her kitty claws, which just look amazing. I love her hands. I wish that both hands were like this, like that. This one, however, is in a hold pose because she came with every dominatrix's main weapon, a whip. So Kitty has a whip, which hopefully is easy enough for me to get in there without, nope, that was pretty easy. Her claws opened up. So yeah, she's got a whip. Isn't she awesome looking? Coming down to here, she does have plastic boots. Again, these boots look like something that I could maybe wiggle off, but then it would be hell to get back on, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to bring her up close and we can look a bit more in the detail. She's awesome! One thing I love about LDD dolls is the attention to their faces. When you see them in pictures, I think they look basic, but when you actually get them up close, you can see the shadowing, the dark. There's a slight grey shadow sprayed around her eyes, which is very hard for the camera to pick up. You can kind of see it on her Egyptian flick here, and then it goes up and around here. She has a red line under her eyes to give her a tiny bit of 3D depth. She has blue eyes. You can see her eyebrows are different, like kind of like she's saying, huh, so you think you got one over me, huh? She's got these beautiful red lips, and her face mask, as I mentioned before, is painted on. Look at all the sewing here because she's sewing her own costume out of these leathery pieces. How cool is she? She has little kitty ears sewn up the top, of course. Going down to here to her outfit, which I said was made out of this imitation leather. Her underbody is black. Her underbody is black. Look at these claws. These claws are so awesome. I love these claws. I do wish that both hands had these claws. I would actually, if I had the choice, I would say, forsake the whip. I want both my kitty claws to be out and ready to pounce. And then again, all the stitching and sewing. You can see the back of the corset here. These tiny little zippers that LDD uses on their they're usable on their outfits. I wish I knew where to get these tiny little zippers because I'd use them in some of my doll customs. I just don't know where to get them, and I hate using Velcro. I'd rather use little, you know, press tags. Then we go down to here to her very tight leather pants. Semi pulled up around her buttocks here, but that's all right. She ain't got much of a booty. One thing I'm going to say about Catwoman, she got herself a nice round belly area, but she ain't got much of a booty. She needs a bit of a lesson from Beyonce, yeah? She's a bit flat round the back there. You would have thought Catwoman would have a bit more booty on her, but that's alright. Now, coming down to her lace-up boots, she has knee-high lace-up boots. These aren't too detailed. These ones are just standard plastic, but to be honest, when I have her on display, you're not going to be looking at her boots. You're going to be looking at this. Her face is spot on. Now, the whip itself, get that in focus, is a plastic handle, and then it has like, what do you call it? It's like a twine put together, like a thick twine put together, and it's in this curved thing, so when she attacks. I love LDD dolls, and this is another awesome one that I would highly recommend for my collection. Now, LDD dolls, some of them I can take and leave. I do have some LDD dolls that I've purchased, and I've never recorded them because I just didn't consider them as awesome as ones like this. You know, so if I put them up for review, consider it basically that I think they are the cream of the cream. She is well worth the expenditure, and if you're a superhero, supervillain collector, this girl's got to be on your list. If you love LDD dolls, please give this video a thumbs up. These dolls are more for adults than younger children. This is a very tame one considering some of my other dolls. Living Dead dolls tend to go towards zombies and vampires and pretty gory things. So yeah, not really a collection I would recommend for kids. If you love this review, please subscribe. I have lots of adult dolls that I review, and I am an adult doll collector. Or join my Instagram down below because I take pictures. I recently took one of all my, not all my horror dolls, but some of my favorites, sitting in front of an Ann Geddes baby. It looks so ridiculous. I stuck an Ann Geddes baby in front of a bunch of Chuckies is beyond me, but I did. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you're all safe at the moment in quarantine. See you in the next video. Bye bye.